Guys, welcome back to On The Fence, and welcome to my first official preview on this channel since I started in January. I've kind of left it a bit late to do a first preview video, waiting for the end of the season, last game of the season, but there's a method to me madness, of course, or there's probably not. But regardless of it, I'm here in front of the computer, doing my preview for the game. So, like I said, I'm just so excited for this game. I still can't believe that we're in the final. Although this season the way we've played, I'm not surprised at the same time. I think if we look back at August when the season kicked off and we were in the playoff stages against Hoffenheim, I don't think any of us looked at this game and thought, in 10 months' time that we were going to be fighting at the very end of this competition. We probably expected a better showing in the Premier League. That's safe to say. But we didn't. I don't think anybody expected for us to get to the final of the Champions League. And hopefully, this Saturday we can go one better and lift big old big ears. That'd be absolutely fantastic. We've played some breathtaking football in the Champions League, and especially, we've been fantastic. Let's not take anything away. We're the highest scorers in the Champions League this year. Our front three have got most of the goals anyway. We've got 2 7-0 wins in the group stage, a 5-0 away win against Porto, 5-1 on aggregate versus Man City. The team that have just dominated the Premier League as well. And then, a 7-6 victory over Roma. So if that's not emphatic, then I don't know what is, to be honest. In a semi-final to win 7-6, I think they broke the goals record as well. 13 goals in that tie, both ties, that is. So, yeah, again, Liverpool this season have just been incredible, breathtaking, fantastic. Whatever word you want to use to describe us, just use it. Whatever adjective, because you can't really use too many for Liverpool this season. Our front three have been absolutely electric, absolutely phenomenal. But there's still one more game to go. There's one more game of football left to play. 90 minutes plus, maybe extra time, maybe penalties. Who knows what's going to happen? But I'm not going to Kiev, otherwise I'll be on a plane right now. I'm going to Anfield to watch this game. There's a live screening on Anfield. I'm sure probably most of you that are watching this video already know about this. And hopefully some of you watching have managed to get tickets, which is great. I'm one of the lucky ones that I managed to get me name down very quickly and get a ticket. £10, not too bad. So I'm going to be sitting in the Kenny Dalglish stand watching the Champions League final on a big screen. It's going to be packed. I think I can't remember how many is going to be in it, but there's going to be a lot of people at Anfield watching this game. Just shows you the levels of this football club, to be honest. So yeah, I'd like to just run through very quickly my thoughts on this campaign so far. After this game, in about a week or so, I might do like a sort of review of the season, both Premier League and Champions League. But for the minute, I'd like to run through, just a few things that I want to get off my chest in a way for this football club this season. One thing I want to mention is how solid we've been since January, since Virgil van Dijk signed. But it's not just Virgil van Dijk who's been playing well. Apart from a couple of bad games from Lovren, I think overall he's been absolutely outstanding. A few games in the Champions League this season where if we didn't have Lovren, we would have lost the game. I can remember one in particular, a vital head. The ball just ricochets off his head and off Bernardo Silva's shot in the quarter final. That moment in particular for Dejan Lovren is just a moment where I thought, he was just there when we needed him to be, and that's what a defender needs to do sometimes. It doesn't have to be the most exciting, but as long as the defender's there when you need him to be, that's all that matters. And Virgil van Dijk has absolutely shored up this defence, no doubt. The whole back five now are a better team because Van Dijk's in there. Trent Alexander-Arnold on the right full-back slot, a Liverpool lad, he was born round the corner from here, where I'm living right now in Anfield, right round the corner from the ground. So he gets this club, absolutely gets this club. So you can imagine them Anfield nights absolutely roared him on over the line. They made him feel a lot more special as well, and made them feel 10 foot tall, which is what you want in this game. You want to affect the players in this game, and you want the players to feel what you feel on the touchline and in the stands and at home and stuff like that. And this lad absolutely gets it. He's only 19 years of age. He's 2 years younger than me. And I'm sitting here wishing I was him, of course. But, he's living the dream. He absolutely is. And hopefully he can add a Champions League medal when he's only 19. That'll be amazing for his career going forward. And on the other side of the flanks, Andrew Robertson. What a story he's had. About 5 years ago, he was playing in the second league in Scotland, playing for Queen's Park. And, he was tweeting things about being unemployed and stuff like that. And now look at him, he's in a Champions League final, playing for one of the best teams this season. I must say, one of the best teams in the world. And look, make no mistake about it, people will scoff. Other teams fans will go, oh, Liverpool, whatever. We're in the Champions League final. Where the fuck are you? Say what you want to say, but we are where we are, and you are where you are. So let that be the end of the discussion. Again, Lloris Karius has absolutely shown why. Of course, I wanted Lloris Karius to be given a chance to be number one this season, and I think he's took that opportunity very well in his grasp. Mignolet, of course, he's not going to be in next season, I don't think, anyway. So it was good for Karius to get a lot of game time, and I think he's proven himself to be a good number one goalkeeper, and hopefully he could, do something in this game that can, once and for all prove to people that he will be good enough next season to hopefully have Liverpool challenging for the Premier League and maybe the Champions League again. Hopefully we're defending our crown in the Champions League, of course. I've got on here my notes, selfless midfield. All three of our midfielders for the past couple of weeks especially, after a few injuries, Milner, Jordan Henderson, Gini Wijnaldum, even before Oxlade-Chamberlain's injury, he was absolutely fantastic. And Emre Can as well, but I'm not sure if he's going to be fit for the final. He was training inside downfield yesterday, so that's obviously touch and go. We're going to wait and see what happens with that. I personally, I wouldn't mind seeing him play. I don't really know. The thing with Emre Can is I'm not really. I don't know. I'm more of a. If he's not going to stay, I don't really want him to play, but I also understand that Emre Can's done a lot for this club, this season especially, around January time when he basically fucked his back up trying to play every game for Liverpool because we had no options in the middle. And now end of the season we've got no options again. So Emre Can's trying to prove his fitness, which, you've got to give him credit for that. You absolutely have. He does get this club in a different kind of way. He does understand what this club means to us. So Milner in particular, one of the people I want to give special mention to. Top assist maker in the Champions League, and past 4 months, he's been absolutely, probably the form of his life. He's been absolutely immense, and this is why, Man City fans were probably sad to see him go when he left on a free. A lot of people look at free transfers and think, well, there's a reason why they are free transfers, but James Milner, look at him. In today's market, even at 32, 33 years old, how much would this man be going for in a transfer market? I'll let you be the judge of that. I personally, I just think he's been a breath of fresh air in our midfield. An absolute credit to Klopp for the way he's rotated him earlier on the season to be able to get this kind of performance out of him this season. Front three, of course, all of them have been absolutely immense, but there's one man that you have to mention, and that's Mo Salah, our top goal scorer. I think 43 goals this season or 46 goals this season, something in between. I'm losing count. Nearly 50, let's just say that. Too many goals to count, to be honest. There's loads of compilations of his goals so far this season. And he scores every type of goal. He's just absolutely incredible. He's added goals to his game from his time at Roma. He was more of like a tricky winger at Roma. And a lot of people thought he was going to flop at Liverpool like he did at Chelsea. Fair enough, because you can see lightning strike him twice with a player like that, because you never know if he's really up for the task. But Salah has absolutely proved that he's up for the task. Top goal scorer in the Premier League, beating Harry Kane to the Golden Boot, celebrated with his daughter rather than swearing on her life. Again, levels. So, Mo Salah deserves every bit of praise that he gets this season. Whether we win the Champions League or not, Salah will get a lot of praise, and like I said, rightly so. Bobby Firmino as well. I'm going to mention all three because I want to. Bobby Firmino is just the glue in our team. He holds everything together. He's everywhere on the pitch. And he's so skillful, and he's so hard-working. And that trait, a hard-working trait, is something that you can't just train. You can't train a player to be hard-working. He has to have that mentality ingrained in him, and Bobby Firmino has that in abundance. How hard he wants to work to get the ball back for the team, and he doesn't want to score every goal either. Bobby Firmino, he loves to just give it on a plate to somebody else, mostly Mo Salah this season. But Firmino's also added goals to his game this season. He's broke 20 goals this season. I think he's on for about 25, something like that. So it shows what kind of player the Firmino is. He's improving every season. And if you've got players improving at each season as they go by, you know, that's all you need. You know, that's all you need. You don't need new signings if your players are improving each year. And hopefully next season, the front three can go up another level. And that would be immense if they did. And Sadio Mane, apparently having an off season. But again, he could break 20 goals this season if he scores on Saturday. You know, I feel like Sadio Mane is probably one of our most important players because, you know, the change of pace. You know, he's one of them players, especially last season. If you look at last season, he changed the way we played, and you saw it in January when he was at AFCON, and then when he got injured later on. You know, the way he stretched our team out when he was missing from the side, there was none of that. You know, there was no pace in our team at all. And the addition of Salah, of course, has overshadowed Mane. Absolutely has. But Mane's still got his absolute, you know, his strengths that make him what he is. And you know, if I'm honest, I'd rather a world where we have Mane as well as Salah, of course, because Sadio Mane is the creator in this team. You know, and since Coutinho left, Mane starts to pick up them number 10 roles, and he starts to be the man who makes something happen, and Salah's the one who finishes them off. And look, that's what's been working all season, so I don't really care how we get the goals as long as we do. But Sadio Mane he's a special player, he really is. And again, look, Jurgen Klopp, the way he set this team up this season, I think we've been made for Champions League football this season, the way we've played on the counter-attack, and you know, it's showing because we're in the final of it. You know, just got to give him, 10 out of 10. What more can you say for Jurgen Klopp? He's just building this team bit by bit. You know, he's not scared to say, I don't care. I don't want to spend this X amount of money just because the fans want me to. I'm going to spend what I want to spend, and I'm going to buy who I want to buy. Not because this player is a big name, but because this player works in my system. And that's one thing, you know, as a manager, you have to have balls. And Jurgen Klopp, I'm sorry, but Jurgen Klopp's got the biggest balls of all. He really has. And I just love it. I really do. He's the man who I want as the manager of my football club. That's who I want as my manager. And look, I know people are saying people are gonna use the Klopp final record thing if we were to lose on Saturday, which of course a game of football, it's possible for you to win, it's possible for you to lose. A game of football, it hinges on little tiny moments, and if we lose, lots of rival fans are gonna mention Klopp's record. And you know what? Do it if it makes you feel better about your football club. Then that's fine. Talk about our manager. Do what you want. But I am happy with our manager. I am happy with Jurgen Klopp as our manager at the helm because he's building something at this football club. And if we don't win the Champions League this year, I'm confident we can win it under Klopp. Okay, and finally, I'm moving towards my expectations for this final. After saying all that, I'd like to say that, of course, I hope we win it. You know, imagine a Liverpool fan sitting here saying that, you know, I don't really care if we win or lose. Of course you want to win, and it'll be heartbreaking if we don't. But, you know, it is what it is. Real Madrid are a fantastic side, absolutely. But, you know, we're Liverpool Football Club, and I want us to win every game that we play. So my expectations for this game, I just hope that we're smart, and we stand up to Real Madrid, because I don't want us to be, you know, a game where we might win the game, but Real Madrid, you know what, I don't even care how we win this game. I'm just going to change. I don't care how we win this game. I just want us to, even if it's a 94th minute deflected shot off Andy Robertson's toenail, I don't give a shit. I really don't. Let's just get to Kiev. Let's just score as many goals as possible, of course. Keep as many attacks from Real Madrid at bay. And let's just go and win the 6th European Cup. Please, let's just go and do it. A little message to the fans that are going to Kiev: stay safe. Of course, I know you aren't stupid, but stay safe. I hope you all get back okay. I hope that you have a fantastic time, and I hope that you all get to see firsthand Liverpool lifting a Champions League trophy. That's going to be immense for you people. I'm so jealous of you guys. I'm so envious of you guys that you get to go there. I've seen a few videos already of people on the plane. You know, let's hope the plane still lands after all the commotion and stuff like that. Let's hope. But you know, I know us fans, you know, you especially, the people who go to them games, you know, you are the best fans in the world, and I absolutely love you all for that. Like I said, stay safe, make loads of noise, and let's roar the lads over the line one last time for this season. So that's me signing off for this season. Of course, you're going to have my review and my kind of like match vlog, live reactions from Anfield. So look forward to that. Let's hope it's a win. thanks for watching. If you like the video, please click the thumbs up down below. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more from this channel. And I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.